What's up guys, Dr. Doll here, and welcome to part 2 of Dr. Doll reviews the Walmart My Life dolls. So, if you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch part 1 because in that video I go on an adventure to Walmart and I buy a My Life doll. And here in part 2, we are going to open her together, and I'm going to give my unbiased opinion on her quality and what I like and what I don't like, if I can just get into this box. So, it's been a while since I filmed at my table, but the kids are asleep. The husband went on an errand. It's a perfectly quiet atmosphere. I'm just going to rip the box because I don't care. It's going into the recycling anyways. But it's a perfect opportunity to review some dolls. Alright. So, now that I have gotten through the first layer of defense, looks like she's got a couple of, okay, these are like rubber bands, so just make toys so hard to get into nowadays, and I guess they have to because of theft, but it does feel a little bit like you're breaking into Fort Knox every time you open a toy. Okay, and then got some more down here for her legs. Obviously the packaging, you know, we're not here to review the packaging, but it's fine. I prefer an actual, like, doll box, you know, like, I think it would have been nice if this is something that, because I feel like this is designed, you know, with the idea that people aren't going to keep this. And I like it when the dolls come in actual doll boxes that they can be, like, stored in, you know, but that's neither here nor there. That's just me being snobby. So this particular My Life doll was $24.88. So this was the cheapest, one of the cheaper ones. I think there were 3 different price points that I could see. And I have no idea why. I can understand why the Hello Kitty was a little pricier just because they have to pay for that brand. So, okay, first impressions. Let's see if she can stand on her own. That's gonna be a big thing. Here, I'm gonna bring the camera closer. So, okay, she's a little bit like leaning, like she's not straight, but she is standing. So I have to give her a point for that. Now, can she stand without shoes on though? Because her shoes do seem to be giving her quite a bit of stability. And I can tell already that the articulation on her legs, it's just the swivel that goes forward and backward. There's no outward motion. So that right there, when they make dolls like that, it oftentimes makes them bow-legged, kind of like this, or like where their legs just come together in this V, and it makes it really difficult for them to stand up. So, okay, but it looks like she's standing, which is great. So I do have to kind of like separate them a little bit, but she's standing. She's not perfectly straight, but she is standing without shoes. So you can see she is barefoot. So I'll give her a point for that. That's awesome. As I said before in part 1, her face is cute, and I think it's safe to say that it's cuter than the Our Generation Batot dolls. The Our Generation dolls are, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're just very blah looking. They tend to have just a very blank expression, a very dead sort of look. And at least this, you know, they've tried to they've made her eyes proportionally quite large, which gives them a almost cartoonish look. And it gives her a little bit more character. It makes her more interesting. And I'm not a huge fan of the way they've done the brows. To me, they look very thin and they're very far apart. It's not really my style, but the eyes are beautiful. I wish my camera would focus. It's not the best camera, but the eyes are quite beautiful. The lips are very full, which is also nice, and I like that they didn't try and copy American Girl by doing the front teeth. They kind of did their own thing. I can tell that the head swivels back and forth. All right, I'm gonna take her clothes off so that we can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Oh, interesting. Okay, how do I get this off? Okay, so I'm already seeing similarities between this doll and the earlier Madame Alexander dolls. Besides just the shape of the face. Eye-wise, these are much prettier eyes than the ones on the Madame Alexander dolls. However, I have to keep in mind that those dolls are 13, 14 years old. It's very possible that they've been exposed to heat or water, moisture, and that might have affected their vibrancy. So I can't be too critical on those. They may have at some point looked more vibrant like this. It's a very similar face. Okay, so let's continue taking her. Oh my goodness, there's so many marks on her. See, that's kind of frustrating, to buy a brand new doll and she's already got marker, or what is this? It looks like a stain mark, like ink. And she is brand new. I mean, you just saw me. There's another one over here. This also looks like ink, which is weird. Why would there be ink? And then that all in her arm. See that? All up her arm. Is that a transfer? I don't know what on earth. Is it from this tag, maybe? The ink from this tag rubbed on her arm? But then why would it be over here, too? I'm so confused. Here's a scuff mark. This is very disappointing. Like, I know she wasn't very expensive, but, you know, I just feel like for a brand new doll, she shouldn't be so beat up. And again, I kind of go back to the packaging, because if she was in an actual doll box, some of this might have happened in store. You know, kids are taking her off the shelf, maybe playing with her, throwing her around, and because there's no protection on the front window, it's very possible that the scuffing happened in store and not in factory. So maybe better packaging would actually protect the doll better. I have no idea if these marks happened in factory or in store, but I do know that she is a brand new doll that I just bought, and she's already just beat up. So you can see the similarities with the body. She has this partial cloth, squishy body, and then partial vinyl. And I believe they do this so that she can wear like sleeveless, strapless, and it looks more natural, you know, rather than having the cloth showing. Some people really don't like the cloth to show. I don't know, it just kind of bothers me when their legs are just perpetually stuck together like this. Like, I wish I could, like, it doesn't bother me so much when only their arms go back and forth, but it bothers me when the legs can't go out at all, because I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too picky about that. I mean, it's a $24 doll. I really shouldn't be so critical. But I told you I'd give you an honest review, so. Okay, so hair-wise, let's look at her hair. It is soft. Ooh. Okay. Is it just me, or is that really sparse looking? Like, there is just a giant hole there. And it's not like I went digging for bald spots. This is where they parted her hair for her like inbox meat look. That looks really cheap and bad. I'm not a fan of that. Well, let's take her hair out of these ties, and look, my cat's already claimed the box. She's already claimed the box as her own. That's Charlie. She has a mustache, so it's kind of funny. So she's really into boxes, like most cats. Sorry, hopefully that doesn't make you seasick. All right, so I'm just gonna cut these ties off. Maybe her hair looks better down. And I didn't realize it in the store, but she actually has this like pink strand here, which I have mixed feelings about. It would have been nice if they had blended it a little bit. Like, it looks honestly like someone just, you know, kind of glued a random strand of pink there. Like, it's a cute idea. I just don't know if it's executed very well. Okay, well, her hair is very soft. I will give it that. It's very soft, and it is shiny, and it is pretty. It's pretty hair. I don't know what the hair is made out of, but it's very soft. It's very pretty. It's shiny. It has a nice feel to it. I have no idea how it brushes or how it wears day to day, but it certainly feels nice. Again, just like, really, okay, maybe it's not so bad. Okay, so it's not as bad actually over like in other parts of the hair, but for some reason down the center there's just this ginormous bare spot, and I don't know why they would choose to expose that. Now, I'm not a huge fan of rooted hair in general. Rooted is when the scalp has like tiny holes and they pull the hair through the scalp upwards through the holes, and then they style it afterwards. That's rooted hair. Not a huge fan of it because I think it tends to look cheap, and I mean, it can definitely look very realistic if it's done properly, but the problem is 9 times out of 10 it's not done properly, and it's done to save cost. So I'm not a huge fan of rooted hair in general. I don't hate it on her though. So okay, I'm going to pretend that I'm a little girl playing with her, and I'm going to give her a hairstyle and see how her hair does. So let's just do like a simple braid and see kind of how it does. Okay, well, interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can definitely style it. And like I said, it's very soft. So I don't hate it. What I hate is the bald spots. You know, if you're going to do rooted hair, do it properly. Make the holes even. Make the strands the same thickness, you know. But anyways, that's me being nitpicky. So the neck, it looks like the neck is fastened exactly. Oh no, it's not. What on earth? Okay. So the earlier Madame Alexander dolls it was an elastic strand. And I think that people complained about how fragile it was. The heads did tend to pop off. So it looks like this one is like, I bet I could pull it out, but I don't want to break her. I can't even tell. It's like a plug. It's like plugged in there. I can turn it. So that's good. But I have no idea how that head is in there. Okay, so final thoughts on this girly. Well, you know, the price is right. I paid $24.88 for her before tax. And, whoa, do her feet bend up? Her feet are at a weird angle. Like they bend up slightly. It's kind of odd. So it's like she's leaning forward a little bit. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Anyways, final thoughts. So the pros are she has a very cute face. She has long eyelashes, very full lips. Her hair is soft. It is shiny. You can definitely play with it. Let me grab a brush real quick. I want to see how it brushes. And I'm going to do a big no-no. I'm going to dry brush, which I know you're not supposed to, but I'm kind of just curious to see what happens when I dry brush. So, okay, I mean, I'm not really getting any fallout. Okay, well there I got a little bit there. Not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna cut that. Okay, so other than that one knot, I'm really not, like, no hair is falling out, which is good. That's a good sign. Her hair is very soft. I think if I was a little girl and I got this for Christmas, I would be stoked. I'd be so happy. I'd be so excited. I don't think I would feel gypped. So I think if you are definitely, you know, wanting to purchase an 18-inch doll for your child or for a child in general, I don't think that they would be upset with this because she is very pretty and her hair is good for playing with. But as far as quality goes, I have no idea about the life expectancy of this doll. I mean, she's made by City Toys, which is pretty famous for making cheap, mass-produced, you know, made in China So I feel like she's got looks going for her, and that's the biggest thing. As far as quality, it's very okay. It's very okay. I don't like the legs not being able to go outward. Her arms don't go outward either, but like I said, that doesn't bother me as much. So quality-wise, nah. With the marks and the bald spots, and I'm not feeling quality here. But then I shouldn't really expect that for $24 either. If I just want to buy a beautiful doll for my child, this is a great doll. This is a great doll. This is a very pretty doll. I wouldn't buy it with the expectancy that it's going to survive 20 years and be an heirloom. I think that's kind of silly. But if you're looking for something, for your child to play with for a short period of time and be happy with, then this is a great doll. I can imagine being a little girl and just being really happy with this doll. So, if it all depends on what you're looking for. So I have mixed feelings about her, but we'll wait until I've reviewed a few more different doll brands to kind of give my final thoughts so that I can compare all of them. For right now, feeling very mixed on her. She's very pretty, but quality is eh. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. There will be more reviews like this in the future. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'm always uploading. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. She can't even wave properly. Bye, guys.